have.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the Resistance.
We are back live on this Friday global transmission. 877-789-ALEX is the number. Getting your calls queued up. We have a member of the European Union Parliament joining us who's been on before, who's been valiantly fighting against the draconian actions of the EU permanent bureaucracy that's over the Parliament and is engaging in all sorts of criminal activity, trying to keep the UK in Brexit, despite the fact that they voted to pull out. And she's fighting the passage of Article 13 and 11 that passed committee 2 days ago, and that even liberal publications like Wired say breaks the internet, ends the internet. So we're in a global war with the EU and the globalists. I mean, they are really trying to shut things down. That's all coming up. And your phone call. She's on for 2 segments. Now, House Republicans threaten DOJ, FBI officials with contempt in document fight. Rosenstein, what did we say in January of last year? Find out about those FISA warrants and how they were illegally obtained. You bring them down. Now you notice that's the top story in the country. Because we know our stuff. And I just keep pointing that out. Policy wonks, governments, foreign governments, intelligence agencies, the White House, the Pentagon, the CIA, the Trump re-election campaign, which is just the plan B if they can't turn the country around completely by the next year and a half or so. They listen because this is the only place you tune in where you're going to get the real dope. And I keep explaining that to people. That's why Soros or somebody listens, they're horrified. They reportedly told people I've talked to, it's like, yeah, does Jones have intelligence agencies telling them all this? How does he know it all? Because I've been studying you guys forever. I know your moves. And I just want the listeners to understand we know what we're talking about here. I said that photo and the dubbed-in audio looked fake to me. And it turns out the whole thing was fake. The little girl went to a family center and stayed with her mother. But the Democrats are now saying that's Nazi. Just don't even stop people, period? Just have no border? Really? We're all Nazis? That doesn't even make sense, does it? But that's the point these people have gotten to. And we know what's in the Rosenstein memos. We know we know what's in the FISA court warrants. They say they have proof that Trump has been paid by Russians, and they lied to get the information. The FISA court put a memo out last year saying we were lied to 3 times for warrants. They've already tried to cover their butts. So that later when this all comes out, oh, well, look, we didn't know, the court says. We were just lied to. But it's bigger than that. Because there's then notes going back to POTUS, and that would be Barack Hussein Obama. Barack Hussein Obama. If they release all the files that DOJ has, that Congress has total oversight right to see, it doesn't expose intelligence. It doesn't hurt national security unless you're a globalist that sees national security being them staying in charge. Arrogant Obama, arrogant Comey, arrogant Mueller, all of them, arrogant Strzok, arrogant McCabe, and their wives and people at Fusion GPS, and $500,000 from Hillary to McCabe. I mean, this is criminal on its face. And Obama telling ABC News and the world he never had anything to do with Hillary's server. And he's all in her server using a code name. Heard the code name's Frank Marshall Davis, his dad's name. I'm being sarcastic. That'd be a funny tweet, though. That is his dad. The whole Kenya thing got inserted in the fake documents and stuff, and his wife saying he was from Kenya, and him saying in the Harvard Review that he was the editor of the Law Journal, that he was born in Kenya. That was all his earlier story. He's such a liar. We finally found out his dad was one of the leaders of the Communist Party, the leader in Hawaii, and a famous pornographer. And there's videos and photos of his mom in lesbian sex scenes with Betty Page-style actresses. It's pretty tasteful stuff, actually. But the point is that we now know who he is. He's got a rock and roll past, let me tell you. Barack Hussein Obama, more than meets the eye. Obama had direct contact with Clinton on private email server, IG report. Yeah, running the whole big, fat, stinking ball game, weren't they? We're not going to let him get elected. We're not going to let him get in the White House. We've got an insurance policy. We're going to stop him. I just briefed President Clinton. President Clinton. You know, she was known in Obama's cabinet as the co-president. That was their deal. That woman was co-governor for, what, 3 terms. Then she was co-president for 2 terms. And now she was co-president for 2 more. She's been in the White House for 4 terms. And she wanted a 5th and a 6th if she could get it. Like Matt Drudge said, they'd have her brain in a jar up there. They won't let me die. They won't let me go. It's such a joke to them. So she can run us in the ground more and sell us out to the Chi-Coms. This is a woman out of college. When she got her law degree, she got thrown off the Watergate committee for falsifying evidence. And then she went, and her first job was representing child rapists and child kidnappers. She chose to go into that. Why would you do that? Because you're letting the world of that type of stuff know. She would represent rich men. She was letting them know, hey, I'll pal around, I'll drink whiskey, I'll smoke cigars, I'll pick up chicks with you, and I like hurting people too. You know, there's audio tapes of her laughing. I knew he really raped her. I knew they raped her. Which made me not believe in polygraphs anymore because he passed it. I mean, he told me he raped her. Want to sign on to that? I'm not signing on to that. Put a gun to my head. I'm not signing on to that. Chose to represent pedophiles and rapists of children specifically. That was her specialty. And of course she's into Aleister Crowley rituals. Of course it came out in the news she does all this witchcraft. She told Larry Nichols, she said, I worship the devil. And she told Libya. Yeah, let's hear some of her laughing real quick. Go ahead and turn this up.
It's not a laughing matter. I take it really seriously.
And this is who the Democrats worship and love.
One of my narratives is I'm a woman. All these mothers vote for me.
And then it's about Bill Clinton. And he's got all the rape stuff on Lolita Express and Epstein and Weinstein and sex cults and torture cults and devil cults and cults where the women are all anorexic and brainwashed and they're slaves. And
Well, I can't think of...
she cares about a woman, a woman, a woman, a woman, a woman, a woman, a woman. She made her bones, didn't she? Helping women. Because the next best thing to hurting babies is hurting women. You get that high marks with Beelzebub for that.
Look, we came, we saw, we died.
We're going to break your will, Hillary. We already have.
We came, we saw, we died.
It's called karmic enforcement, witch. Vengeance belongs to God, but God sends instruments of vengeance. And you know the instrument of your destruction, don't you, witch? Yes, demon, I see you. Get her off. Enemy. She will pay and is already paying. Now, oh, see, I don't take on women and children. I take on devil worshipers and those that abuse women and children. And then you'd say, oh, I'm a woman. And I'd say, whoever says you was one. You're just a woman's body a demon's wearing, like a sheet. Don't forget, the toothpaste is awesome. Fluoride-free, fortified with colloidal silver iodine. It's 50% off, and all those Superblue products are 50% off. Stock up, but it's really for people that have never tried it. Experience it. It's unbelievable, and it funds this operation. And 33% off on Knockout, 25% off on Alexa Pure Breeze. Incredible air filtration systems. Fund us and take down the witch.
You know, someone very profoundly once said many years ago that if fascism ever comes to America, it'll come in the name of liberalism.
I'm a nasty woman.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the Resistance.
Look, we came, we saw, he died. We came, we saw, he died. Look, we came, we saw, he died. Look, we came, we saw, he died.
It's not a laughing matter. I take it really seriously.
Vote for me because I'm a woman. One of my merits is I'm a woman. All these mothers vote for me because I'm a woman. Because I'm a woman. Vote for me because I'm a woman. One of my merits is I'm a woman. All these mothers vote for me because I'm a woman. Because I'm a woman.
A woman running to be the first woman
I
president.
cannot imagine anyone being more of an outsider than the first woman
Who can
president.
be more of an outsider than a woman president?
Well, I can't think of anything more of an outsider than electing the first woman president.
A woman president of the United States of America. Women, women, woman, women, woman, women, 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 woman, woman, women, 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 woman, women,
Extendowise, the latest product from InfoWarsLife.com, fuses all the known compounds that have been proven to be good for our hearts and cardiovascular system. And listen, everybody's got a heart. Well, actually, maybe Hillary and George Soros don't, but everybody else has a heart, and this product is amazing. So, if you have a heart and you want the very best product out there that's designed to aid a healthy heart, cardiovascular system, it's Extendowise, available at InfoWarsLife.com. And like all of our products are game changers, this baby is the most souped up, awesome version the top formulators could come up with and still be affordable. It's one of the very best heart pills out there. It's Extendowise. So, get some for yourself and family and friends. It's got the very best fish oil from the fjords. It's very, very pure, very, very clean, and has the EPA type that is specifically good for the heart, cardiovascular system. It's got the properly formulated type of CoQ10 and more. It is Extendowise, now available at InfoWarsLife.com.